Whispers in the Shadows. Episode 5 Beneath the Cracks. Sound. A low hum builds, layered with the distant echo of whispers. Footsteps crunch on brittle ground. Maya shielded her eyes against the swirling black clouds above. The air was thick, heavy with a scent like burnt metal. Caleb walked beside her, gripping the leather-bound book as if it were a lifeline. "We have to find a way out of here," Maya said, her voice tight. Caleb nodded, but his eyes darted nervously to the fissures that split the cracked earth. Faintly glowing light seeped from them, pulsating like veins. "What is this place? Is it part of the veil?" The space between, the Watcher's voice rumbled behind them. They both turned sharply. The towering shadow loomed close, its glowing eyes unblinking. "What do you want from us?" Maya demanded. The Watcher tilted its head, studying her. "You still do not understand. The veil weakens because of you, Maya. You are the crack through which the darkness will spill." Maya's fists clenched. "I didn't ask for this." The Watcher stepped closer, its presence suffocating. "And yet here you are. The key to closing the veil lies in your hands, or your destruction." Before Maya could respond, the ground beneath them rumbled violently. A fissure widened, and from it erupted a shadowy figure, humanoid but twisted, with eyes like burning coals. Maya screamed as the creature lunged toward her, its movements jerky and unnatural. Caleb grabbed her arm, pulling her back just in time. "We have to move," he shouted. They ran, the creature's guttural growls echoing behind them. The fissures seemed to spread, more shadowy figures clawing their way out, their distorted forms writhing in the pale light. Caleb skidded to a halt near a jagged outcrop of stone. "Maya, the book. There's something here about sealing rifts." He flipped frantically through the pages, his hands trembling. Maya turned, standing guard as the creatures approached, their glowing eyes fixed on her. "Hurry," she yelled. "I need time," Caleb snapped. One of the creatures lunged, its claws slashing through the air. Maya grabbed a broken branch from the ground, swinging it wildly. The wood splintered on impact, but the creature recoiled, shrieking as if burned. Caleb's eyes widened. "Maya, the marks on your wrist, they're glowing." She looked down. The scarred pattern on her wrist pulsed with light, brighter with each passing second. She felt a strange heat coursing through her veins, and when the creature lunged again, she instinctively raised her hand. A blinding flash erupted from her palm, and the creature dissolved into smoke, its shrieks fading into silence. Caleb stared at her, wide-eyed. What just happened?" "I don't know," Maya said, her voice shaking. "I didn't even think." The Watcher appeared beside them, its presence more oppressive than ever. "The light within you is both your weapon and your curse. Use it wisely, or you will destroy everything." Maya glared at it. "If you're so keen on helping, why don't you tell us what to do?" The Watcher's glowing eyes narrowed. "The answers lie within the veil. But the path is fraught with danger. Proceed, and you may find salvation, or ruin." Before they could question it further, the Watcher dissolved into shadows, leaving them alone. The fissures had stopped spreading, but the remaining creatures still loomed in the distance, watching. Caleb tapped the book, his expression grave. "There's a ritual," he said. "Something that might strengthen the veil temporarily, but it needs a blood offering." Maya's stomach turned. "Whose blood?" Caleb hesitated. "Yours." Maya stepped back, shaking her head. "You're kidding, right? How do we even know it'll work?" "We don't," Caleb admitted. "But it's our only shot at getting out of here alive." Maya looked down at her wrist, the glowing marks now faint. She took a deep breath, her mind racing. "Fine," she said. "Tell me what to do." As Caleb recited the ritual from the book, Maya knelt by one of the larger fissures. The light within it pulsed violently, as if it sensed her presence. She gritted her teeth and pressed the blade Caleb handed her to her palm, wincing as blood dripped onto the cracked earth. The ground began to tremble, and the fissures glowed brighter. The creatures let out guttural roars, retreating into the shadows. "It's working," Caleb shouted. But as the light intensified, Maya felt a searing pain in her chest. She doubled over, gasping for breath. "Maya!" Caleb ran to her, panic in his eyes. The marks on her wrist burned brighter than ever, and she heard the Watcher's voice, low and resonant, in her mind. "The veil demands sacrifice." Maya's vision blurred as the world around her dissolved into darkness. Sound fades to silence, followed by faint whispers building in intensity. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for episode 6 as Maya confronts the price of her actions and uncovers the Veil's darkest secrets.